Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm doing something different. I am bringing you guys my culture, my roots. I've never really talked about it much on my channel or shown you guys that other side of me. So I was born in India and I came to the US when I was 9 years old with my family. So my early childhood was actually in India, and then my later childhood was in America. Now, if you are someone who lives in India, there's plenty of weddings that you go to throughout your lifetime. But sometimes when you move over to another country, you don't get a chance to go to that many Indian weddings. And finally, after a long wait, in our family, we have a bunch of weddings coming up next year, and everyone is already thinking about them, they're preparing for them, and that is why I got this palette. I figured if I'm gonna be getting ready for a lot of weddings, then I should invest in some high quality makeup. I've never heard anything bad about these palettes, it's always been good, so I did it this year. This is the first time that I'm trying out this Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked palette. This one is a Dragon palette. This is supposed to be for light skin. I am tan right now, but the foundation I used, it did not match my skin. It's much lighter because I did get tanned. And so let's see if this works out for me. But more important than just it matching my skin color is it going to give me the glow that I need for my Indian weddings? Because my outfit is gonna be glowy, my jewelry is gonna be glowing, so my makeup needs to match that. I don't want to be wearing a subtle, flat, matte makeup with my beautiful clothes and beautiful jewelry. That's just not how it works at Indian weddings. So today I'm gonna do a look that I would do for something called the Jaggo. Now, India is a very diverse country. We have like 20 different languages and probably I would say 20 different cultures based on those languages. And I am from a state called Punjab and we speak Punjabi. And in our culture, we have this thing called Jaggo where you go around your village, traditionally speaking, and telling everyone, hey, we have a wedding in our family, we're celebrating, we're announcing. It's like an announcement parade that you do in your neighborhood, and you're dancing and you're telling the whole neighborhood, hey, come to the wedding, we have a wedding coming up, let's celebrate. So nowadays it's a little different. Nowadays people just throw a party in their backyard, or even you could get a hall and you just get a DJ and you have, it's basically a party nowadays. So I do want my look to be vibrant. I already did my eyeshadow look and I'm going to show you guys how I did this look later in the video. Because this video is mostly about this palette, I put the tutorial at the end of the video. So let's get started. Let's see if this palette is gonna give me what I need. They have this plastic cover here, which I'm going to take off. The palette is stunning. I love the artwork. I love the artwork this year and last year. Last year I didn't get any of these palettes. And last year, I think I liked everything. This year, I'm not a huge fan of the flowers. I actually like cultural and mysterious things like the dragon or the evil eye. I find that to be more interesting, but I also love like animal, nature kind of stuff. So I liked the animal stuff from last year. Okay, looking at it, it looks really dull. It looks really dull, but let's do this, let's find out. And at the end of the video, I'm also gonna put on my outfit, my jewelry, and really see if this makeup gives me the kind of glow I want. I'm gonna use this one with this outfit that I'm gonna put on. I'm gonna use the bronzer, I'm gonna use one of the powders and the highlighter as well. So I think there's two powders in here. A finishing powder and a finishing powder So there's Divine Light and there's Dream Light. So I'm gonna go with Divine Light finishing powder because we need some glow. But before that, let's dip into this blush. This is my first time using this. I don't know what to expect. I do have some fallout from my eyeshadow that I couldn't get rid of. So I have a little bit of green here. But let's see. I'm not necessarily looking for a lot of color. I just want the glow because I already have plenty of color on my eyes. I don't necessarily want a really bright cheek when I already have so much color on my eyes. Okay, this blush is nice. It has like a subtle glow and it's actually, I love it. It's bright in the sense that it's light and bright, but it's not like very vibrant bright. And I feel like that's what I wanted for my look. I like it. But is it like anything more special than other blushes I have? I don't think so. I'm, at least for the blush, I don't think that this formula is any better than any other glowy blush that I have. Like, I don't think there's anything superb about it. It's just a regular blush with some slight sheen. It's interesting. It feels kind of matte. It's not like it's silky or anything. It's not blurring. It's just, it feels like a powdery blush with glow. But it's applying very nicely. It's applying very evenly. It's not patchy in any way. So I'm not saying that it's a bad formula, but it's not blowing me away. Like I feel like I've applied better blush formulas than this. Like even that Dolce & Gabbana blushes were like so smooth. This is a little powdery. Now I am filming from my new, like I'm creating a beauty room. This was my bonus room. And if you guys follow my cleaning journey, this room was a disaster. And I've gotten cleaned up most of it. So I'm creating like a museum in the background on the wall. This room is still a work in progress, but I have a dedicated filming space now. So I hope this works out, but it's really hot in here. And I'm standing. I haven't figured out the seating situation. And I have a tendency to move a lot when I'm standing. Oh, yay. All right, so you know what my thoughts are. The color is light, but it's bright. So I think it's gonna work out whether you are like fair versus light medium, just because there is brightness to it, which can sometimes compensate for the lack of pigment, and it can still look nice on your face. I'm gonna put a little bit more because I am gonna go over this with the finishing powder. So I'm gonna create a little bit more vibrant color. Looks nice. Now I'm gonna go in with the bronzer right here. This looks like a nice bronzer color. In other reviews, I heard a lot of people say that they like that this is neutral, cooler tone leaning bronzer instead of warm bronzer. And I agree with them. Whenever I get tanned, it's never warm brown. In my whole entire life, when I get tanned, it's actually more like a neutral, cooler brown. Never do I turn orange when I'm tanned. And I don't know if like fair skinned people turn like warm brown, orangey brown, but that's not how my skin tans. So I'm happy to get a bronzer that actually looks like how my skin would look like when I get tanned. Yeah, this is perfect. Again, I mean, this is a really nice bronzer, but my Milani bronzer is amazing. And it's a drugstore bronzer. And that bronzer is like silky, soft, smooth, blurring. I'm waiting for the magic, but this is a really nice, smooth bronzer. I feel like I need to move my hair out of the way. So no complaints, but if you're looking for a really beautiful bronzer, then Milani's powder bronzer is exceptional. This works great. It's working with my skin color. It's beautiful. Okay, everything is looking good. Now on to, hold on, let me put a little bit on my nose because the foundation on my nose looks a little patchy. Okay, I'm gonna go and now use the finishing powder, and then I'm gonna finish it up with a highlighter. I used a little too much foundation today. Like you can see it creasing up. I use the Armani Glow foundation, but I used a little too much. Right, so I'm gonna use this one, which it said is Divine Light. On this side, I'm gonna just kind of using a fluffy brush. Then I'm gonna switch up the brush for the other side just so I can compare. It does look really pretty. Even like I just used a little bit with a fluffy brush like this, and I can see how like smooth and like there's like an inner glow. It's a very subtle smoothing glow. Other side, I'm going to use this brush, tapping it. I'm not really seeing any difference in either way. But yeah, the finish is beautiful. But then again, the powders that I have are matte, and this is not matte. So a long time ago, I had the e.l.f. Glow powder, and that was beautiful. And because it was like 4 years ago, I'm like, it's hard for me to compare, but I feel like that one was even more glowy. I don't know if it was as smoothing or blurry, but it's a really beautiful drugstore affordable powder. I'm using this brush, which I feel like I like the most for a powder. It's smaller, it's not like super dense, it's not fluffy like this. I like this kind of brush the best. And you can even put it under the eye. Like it goes everywhere. I'm actually going to use the same brush for the highlighter, which is the last one right here. Yeah, it's pretty vibrant. Oh, I like it. It's really, I like it. It's really blinding, but it's very light. Like you don't see like this patch on your skin. Oh, that's beautiful. I would say I like this one better than the Rare Beauty one. And the problem with the Rare Beauty one, it breaks very easily. It's getting frustrating. Like it's not good to travel with it. I've broken the highlighter twice, and her new luminous blushes also seem like the formula is kind of similar to the highlighter, where I traveled with the luminous blush and that also broke. And I've heard people talk about these palettes where they've traveled with them and they survive travel. Just gonna put a little more more here in the eye. And oh, that was perfect. That's what I needed to finish this. I'm gonna go put on something on my lips. Change my clothes, put on my jewelry, and I'll be back to show you my final look that I would do for a Jaggo celebration. Be back. All right, I'm back. I'm ready to go to Jaggo. This is my final look and I'm very pleased with how this palette worked out because I couldn't tell on my viewfinder here on the right side if I was getting the glow that I wanted, especially with all the bright lights around me. It's kind of getting blinding here. But, I'm sorry, I'm out of breath. I went up a flight of stairs. I went to look at another mirror in the house and that's where I really saw how smooth and glowy my skin looks. So I'm super pleased I got this palette. This is my final look. I don't know how to show you the whole thing and the room is a mess, but you guys will hopefully understand. You know I'm a messy person, I'm on a cleaning journey, but I want to try to show you the full outfit. Don't know if you guys can see it because it's kind of dark. Maybe if I move back here, there's a light at the bottom. I really hope you guys can see it because I can't see it on the viewfinder since it's far away. But yeah, this is my outfit and it's absolutely beautiful. And it comes with a dupatta and it got a little big on me because I lost some weight. And obviously on my actual Jaggo, like I would kind of slick down the hair a little bit more, get rid of the flyaways. I didn't do it at this time. But this jewelry I actually got from Temu. This was like $5 and it's super lightweight, which also means it's low quality. So I don't know if it's gonna break off in the middle of me like dancing or whatever. But I like that the earrings are lightweight because your normal Indian jewelry, it starts to hurt after some time, and this feels really lightweight, and it looks beautiful. So what do you guys think? Do you think this palette is glowing enough for Indian wedding looks, or do I need more glow? And by the way, for my lips, I used this Gucci liquid lipstick in the shade Emelie Brown. So I'm gonna add the tutorial for the eye look right here, right now. And if you're interested in how I got this eye look for this outfit, stay tuned, keep watching. And I'm gonna have to put like a clip to keep this up. Okay, to create my look, I'm matching my eyeshadow look completely with my outfit. So I need a green and golden eyeshadows. So the perfect palette for that is this one from Nomad. It's called the Haunted Europe. And there's so many beautiful colors in here. And this green over here is perfect. And then I have a choice of 2 golds right here. I think this palette is perfect. It's gonna go perfectly with my outfit. I think I'm also gonna use this shade right here in the crease. All right, so this gives like a subtle color. I'm putting it into the crease and also my brow bone. Orange one is calling my name right here. I changed up my brush. The other one was flat and that's not the best brush. Yeah, this is way better. Because I don't want like a line here, and if I were using the flat brush I would be creating a line there. So I want to be able to blend it a little bit too. I'm going to cover most of my eye with the green shade, or most of my outer part of my eye. I'm going to use this shade called Boogeyman. Like, this is exactly what I need for a vibrant look with my very vibrant outfit. Right in the center here. I'm actually gonna grab this shimmer green shade to kind of blend out the area where the gold shade and the green shade, the green matte shade, are coming together, because I want this part to look seamless. It's so beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna take that orange shade and bring it into my lower lash line. I'm just going back in and deepening up the outer part of the matte green shade. I'm gonna bring in that same sort of golden shade that's on my lid, and I'm gonna bring it in toward the lower lash line. I think it's coming out looking good. I'm actually gonna finish up the other eye, put on mascara, and I'll be right back. To finish up the look, I put some mascara and I used this eyeliner from Hourglass. These are some of my favorite eyeliners. I'm trying to figure out what shade this is. I think it's called Forest Green. It's a green shade from Hourglass. The shadows from this palette are just absolutely beautiful. It's a special edition palette, so I think it is available at this time. And if you want to grab it, get it now. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I did my video a little bit different. I wanted to bring you something new and fresh along with a review of the palette. The only thing I haven't reviewed is one finishing powder and then the other blush. I could probably put it on now. You know, I wanted the glow from this palette, but this particular blush I thought was a really nice shade. Yeah, it looks more neutral pink than what I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be more mauve-y, but it's actually, it looks more neutral pink to me. I don't know if the fact that I'm putting it on top of the other blush is kind of messing up the shade, but yeah, it looks like a very neutral kind of shade to me. And I was expecting something like dirtier and a little bit more purple, but it looks like a nice neutral everyday shade. And it's definitely more pigmented than the other blush in here. I might do like a shorts video to give you a better review or like a better swatch of this blush, and because I feel like I don't know if I'm doing it justice by putting it on top of the other blush. And I can't really tell the difference with the powders much. I usually don't have a good eye to tell differences in powders. I don't know how other people do it. Pretty happy that I got this palette. Not everything is gonna be usable for, I feel like, the wedding season, but the finishing powder and the highlighter I feel like were the best ones for me when it comes to this particular theme of wedding looks. The blushes, I don't know. I mean, one of them is really nice and glowy, so I think the fact that it's light and glowy maybe will be a nice one for a daytime look if there's a daytime event like the actual wedding. But the other one seems like it's more like neutral, so I don't know. But overall, very happy with the glow that I got from this Ambient Glow palette. Whatever it's called, Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. I hope you like me adding a little bit more of my culture in and showing you guys another side of me. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, and if you like the video, make sure you hit that like button too. Thank you. Bye.